Well, obviously at that stage of the game, you're thinking, please, no, the lads have given so much to the game. That would have been a travesty for us. I didn't think it was a penalty just because of the proximity, but you just never know. And yeah, delighted. Me and Mikel, it was fine.
Tell us about the game itself then, Eddie. It seemed like there was a lot of frustration from the Arsenal team. But in terms of what you take from it?
I think a very, very good defensive display, very good mentality from the group. I think you saw real teamwork today. We weren't defending in ones. It was very much twos and threes, collective effort all around the pitch. I think Arsenal are very, very good. They pose you different problems. They really stretch you. And we knew defensively we needed to be rock solid. I don't think there was any period in the game where we were totally okay. It was real work all through the game. We did have our moments. I don't think we were great with the ball today, but we did have our moments, and we could have potentially nicked it on the counter-attack or from a set play.
Was it getting through 5 or 10 minutes when Arsenal really came at you?
Yeah, I think a couple of self-induced moments that gave us problems early in the game. I thought we settled down after 15, 20 minutes, got a foothold in midfield and started to play. But as I say, Arsenal, a top side, I think we did very well in the second half as pressure grew to be resilient. And I think Nick had one save to make that I remember, one very good save. Apart from that, it was a lot of pressure, but most of it in front of us.
Yourself, I'm thinking about Joe Linton just before half-time, Eddie.
Yeah, no, we did, and I was a little bit disappointed we couldn't pose them more of a threat. Some of our counter-attacking wasn't of its normal level, but set plays as well at the end, we got a few you think we could have done better with. So, look, high standards, we're reaching high, but the lads are giving everything. I think you saw that today, the collective effort was superb.
8 hours and 45 minutes since your team conceded a goal. That must be a source of huge pride for you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I don't like stats like that when they're read out because it's you're setting yourself up. But I sort of wanted to go under the radar, really, in terms of our defensive performance, which has been very, very good. As I say, that doesn't happen from 3 or 4 players. That has to happen from 11. And full credit to everyone.
Now, a little bit, Eddie, about, I suppose, your thinking, your psychology going into this game, because we'd build it really as a possible title challenge here tonight. Yourselves coming here in third place, Arsenal top. How did you see it?
We wanted to attack the game. We wanted to be ourselves. The reality of that, I don't think we quite were. But I think that's credit to Arsenal with how they played. I think they forced us to sit a little bit deeper than we would normally want to. But sometimes you have to do that. In a game, you have to slightly tweak how you play to stay in the match. I felt we had to. We did. And the players deserve all the credit for coming through that test.
What do you think that's the next stage then of your development, Eddie, as a team? Because we've seen how solid you are defensively to go and really attack teams like Arsenal on their own grounds.
Well, we tried to do that today. That was the intention. So there was no backward steps in terms of our preparation. I think the next step for us is to have a little bit more quality on the ball. I think there were moments for us today to really hurt them, but a loose pass, loose touch, sort of broke those attacks down. So I think that's next in our evolution. But we're looking to improve all aspects of our game continually.
So that debate goes on, I guess, internally, Eddie. We've seen reports that perhaps there is a decision to be made whether more money is spent in January or you wait until the summer. How do you see it?
I think at the moment we're taking a. We've got a strong team. We have a strong group of players who are giving everything. But we will assess. January is a long month. We'll assess what we need as it goes through. Certainly, there's no intentions imminently to improve the squad, but that could possibly change.
Come through 3 difficult games post World Cup without conceding a goal, adding 5 points as well to the tally. So you're still in third place. How do you see that race now? What can you tell us about the targets for the rest of the season?
Very boring response from me. There's no race from our perspective. This is just about being the best team that we can be on a continued basis. We need to improve. We're working hard to do that every day, as I say, with the players that we have. And that is our main goal.
Eddie, we wish you well. Thanks so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
End there.